Hello and welcome to Matchday Vlogs with the Football Pyramid. Today we're at Lutterworth Town for the United Counties League Premier Division South clash against Aylestone Park. Today marks the first edition of the Callum Riley Memorial Match following the sad passing of the former player of both clubs as the local community comes together to commemorate the life of one of its own. It goes without saying that this is a hugely significant and historic day for both clubs, and it's an absolute privilege to be here to document it. Without further ado, let's get amongst it and see what this day has in store. Andy, firstly, thank you very much for having me down here today, buddy. Obviously, a big historic day for the club. Just tell me a little bit about what's going down on here and what we're celebrating today.
Well, firstly, it's great to have you down here. Thank you for coming. Secondly, Aylestone Lutterworth is quite a big game between the two clubs anyway. Just with past, even my son with a manager when they won Step 6 at Aylestone. Okay. Then a lot of the players that have played for Lutterworth and Aylestone, even today. And then in the mix of it, we're making a bit of a game in memory of our Callum. So making a bit of memory of our Callum. Ball just missed me head there. So we his mum and that's here today and family and that, and we're going to play for a little trophy presented to the winners at the end of the game, and then we'll make that a yearly thing.
Oh, amazing. So obviously this is the first edition. Obviously we're very privileged and honoured to be down here and joining you on that today. Obviously you touched on there that Callum played for both clubs, and I know that it was really thought of very, very highly within the local area. The loss to obviously his family, the club, or both clubs, just talk me through how hard that hit everybody in the local area.
Well, the thing is, Cal actually played for Aylestone as a child, and then he played for Lutterworth, got 3 promotions and a county cup with Lutterworth. And then when Josh, his son, went to Aylestone, Callum followed him there. They won Step 6 there. So he's won quite a lot of trophies over the last few years. So he's very, very highly regarded within the football community for a start, but especially with Aylestone and ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, because this isn't the only thing that the club have done, obviously coming together with Aylestone to commemorate the life of Cal. There was a fundraiser out there that I saw as well. Now, just tell me, what was the target amount on the fundraiser?
So we did a GoFund page, and I think we put it down at something like £3,000.
And how much did you raise?
Over £15,000, I think it was. And that was literally within 48 hours. It literally piled in. Again, that's a fantastic funeral. And then basically we're just paying for the headstone and so forth. That's all being made now, ready to go in.
Okay, amazing, absolutely
so
amazing.
Took a lot
gesture.
of pressure off the family, to be fair.
Well, yeah, that's it. And in times like this, it's the community that families rely on, isn't it? And for you and Aylestone Park as well to sort of be at the centre of that and supporting the family through it. I know Cal sort of had a personal relationship with you as well. You didn't just sort of mentor him and help him through his football life. It was also in his personal life that he meant a lot to you.
Yeah, Josh, my lad, he basically asked me to give him a job 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm like, you're joking, Cal, bloody hell. But you know what? He's come to us just labouring. By the time he finished, he could turn his hands to anything, bricklaying, roofs, and anything, landscaping. He was just a natural. And it was a great pleasure having worked for me, to be fair.
Yeah, no, and everybody that I've spoken to sort of about the day as well, I can see there's people sort of over here with his stand as well, already taking pictures. There's a lot of people coming through the turnstiles already, so there's going to be a good turnout today.
Hope so.
There is a stand named after him as well, isn't there? So just talk me through the thought process behind that.
So I mean, obviously we've got 2 stands, and unfortunately we lost a friend some years ago, and we call that the Kev Young stand. And then it was just put to us about, well, why don't we name the next one after our Callum? So that's what we did. We've just called it the Callum Riley stand, and hopefully it'll be there for a long time to come.
Yeah, huge respect. Absolutely love that. Obviously, onto the football. You guys consistently been playing at this level now. Is your 5th season at this level now, isn't it? Because you had 2 promotions in 3 seasons.
That's right.
A little while back, didn't you?
We've had some really good promotions, and going back a couple of years when Harbour won the league, we weren't far from winning that league, but obviously Harbour went and hijacked a couple of our better players, and the rest is history with Harbour.
Not that you're bitter or anything.
Not that I'm bitter. I didn't want to mention that. But,
nothing like that.
But never know.
Yeah, absolutely. And the aims, obviously, for the upcoming season, you've started nice and strong.
Yep.
I think you're just 3 points outside the playoffs. So whilst we're only sort of 4 or 5 games in or whatever it is, that's got to give you confidence moving forward.
Yeah, we've had a good little run in the FA Cup in Stamford, and then Stafford, and then narrowly losing to Chase Town when I think we were the better side. Saturday's game, again, I think it was should have been won, but that's football, isn't it?
Yeah,
hopefully we
yeah.
might get a little bit of luck today.
We're bouncing back today, though, right?
That's right. Hope so.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, look, really appreciate you having me down here today on what's a historic day for the club. We look forward to being here and documenting it for you, and we also look forward to continuing to follow your journey. And we wish you the very best of luck today and for the rest of the season.
Really appreciate that. Thank
Andy,
you very
much
much.
appreciated.
Thank you,
Lovely
pal.
to meet you, and
Absolute
thank
star.
you.
Thank you, pal.
Okay, so joining me now down here at Lutterworth Town is Club Secretary Adam Eccleston. Well, obviously a man that takes his role very, very seriously down here. You've been part of the club for a few years now. Just talk to me about the start of your journey and how it's going.
Yeah, hi Tom, you're right.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, I mean, my journey with the club, ironically started just to actually visiting one of the local, just a local game because I live locally. Happened to just show up. Half time, they looked like they were run out at the bar. The missus wanted to jump in behind and help out herself, and and then it just barrel rolled from there really. And the old volunteering, did little bits and pieces here. They got us onto the committee board here, and and here I am a couple of years later, a little bit grey maybe, but,
Well, you and me both, in fairness, mate. It catches up with all of us, doesn't it? But you mentioned obviously Emma there. Emma's your wife. She's part of the club as well. And from talking to Andy, your chairman, a bit earlier on, it's a real family affair down here, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely that. Yeah, I mean, like I say, Emma's my wife. She's physio as well as the welfare officer for the club. So again, between the two of us, I do the socials and the secretary side. So we are quite invested. The vice chairman, his wife also works as the treasurer. Their son also is a coach on the team. So yeah, it is really quite a big family-oriented club, really. So that's what kind of like certainly lent us towards coming and staying with the club as well and going forward with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, in terms of your personal progression, had you had any sort of roles prior, or was it because you say it just started as a fan? You'd not touched on anything football related at all before?
Not really, no. I mean, I've seen the the lower leagues and and these sorts of levels. I've been to matches and such, but never in wildest dreams would I ever thought I'd be involved in a club or even at this sort of thing. I always envisaged myself as the fan, really. So complete novice and hopefully doing okay.
No. From what I hear, mate, absolutely. The club is thriving. It's playing at the highest level that it sort of has for a very, very long time. And we touched on Andy about sort of the promotions and that, and I know that was prior to your time. It was a 15th place finish last season. You find yourself a bit higher up the table this time, 4 games in. Where do you think this club can go to on the wider scale?
Well, with the commitment we've got going on behind the scenes with the committee and the management team that we've got coming in and a lot of the players, I can't see why we couldn't be pushing that upper echelons of the league, and going up to step 4 and holding our own in step 4 in the next year or so, and then see how that also then kicks on further. So, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to look upwards, in my opinion. So,
well, yeah, of course, it's no good looking down at what's below you, is it? You've got to reach for the stars, if you like, and all the rest of it. But what do you think that the club needs to do in order to push themselves to that next level? Sorry.
I think a lot of it is going to be led from the pitch first. So obviously, if we can get the results on the pitch and you're pushing that higher levels, then it comes to the decision for the committee. Then how much further do we get invested within it? Because obviously everything is unfortunately money based.
Yeah.
So the higher you are in the league, the better the chance you've got of going forward.
Yeah, no, completely respect that. And you are up against some. And you are up against some larger budgets, obviously, in the league this season. Those clubs already sort of find themselves towards the top end of the table, and the likelihood is that they'll sort of push on to that next step. How is it, do you feel that the club has sort of remains competitive when you bear that in mind?
I think for us, obviously we're trying to keep it tight on the budgets for a starter for ourselves, but it's given the players and the management team what they feel they need and what we can see is what they hopefully do require as well. So it feeds the pitch. I think it helps us to give that decision make off of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And obviously there's a wider picture for the reason that we're here today. Today's not just about 3 o'clock. Today's not just about a football match rather. You're commemorating one of your own, Callum Riley, who obviously, again, touching on my chat with Andy, who was really well thought of in the community. And I know you had a personal relationship with him as well. He played for both clubs. And Andy's obviously sort of let me in on how hard that's hit the community. But in terms of a loss, not just as a player, but as an individual, how much of an impact does that have on the local area and the football club?
I mean, for us, it was first of all, it was an absolute tragic loss for us. I mean, I only knew him for a couple of years myself personally, but absolutely great guy. He's one of those, for me, he was such a combative player on the pitch. He was definitely one of those you wanted on your team wearing your team's colours. So for me, it was that was a loss certainly there, and
Yeah.
I've because of the way that the club is very family and friend oriented as well, is that it was a big loss for all of us because we all got invested in each other. We all know things about each other to be able to continue that conversation. So,
Yeah, of course.
and yeah, so for him to not be there now, yeah, it is a big loss. It was a party going high, and he was a bit of a life and
Amazing.
soul. So yeah, it does feel a bit gut wrenching. Which is why we're doing stuff like this for him.
Yeah, fantastic. Because obviously we know about Callum Riley, the man, and you touched on there Callum Riley, the player, which I think is a really important insight because we can all remember the man, obviously, and what the loss to the club is on a personal level, but also from a competitive sense. He was a talented man, and I join everybody at the football club in saying that he was a huge loss to this community, the football club. And naturally, I didn't know him personally, but everybody speaks so highly of him. And yeah, it's just a privilege to be down here with you guys today. Look, I thank you very much for your time. Wrap up. I'm going to push you for a score prediction. What are you expecting from today?
I'd like us to sneak a win, maybe a 1-0, 2-1.
1-0, 2-1.
Yeah, so that's the fingers.
Good. Okay, well, hopefully that ages well by the time this goes out. And like I say, wish you the very best of luck today. And up the Swifts, is it we say?
It is indeed.
Up the Swifts. There we go. Lovely. Thank you very much.
No worries.
After the pre-match pleasantries, it was soon time for the match action. So here we go, Lutterworth Town versus Aylestone Park in the Callum Riley Memorial Trophy. Let's get it.
Forward. Either 4 or 5 yards. No! Oh, come on. Yes, come on. Oh. Yes! That is good. Oh.
Okay, so full time down here at Lutterworth Town as Aylestone Park ran out 2-1 winners in what was a very competitive game. Today, however, was about so much more than just a game of football, with the two clubs and their communities coming together to celebrate the life of Callum Riley. It was an absolute privilege to be present on the day, and my best wishes go out to Callum's family and all that knew him. Best of luck to both clubs for the remainder of the season and beyond. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll leave you now with a short montage to pay respect to Callum, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.